mentioned earlier that JJ McCarthy is on the top 5 list of most pressured quarterbacks in the NFL. Because, again, last year, Vikings draft him, move up a spot to take him. He gets hurt in preseason. It's Sam Darnold's gig. Sam Darnold has the career year that leads him to Seattle. And now Minnesota is saying, guess what? It's your job to go get JJ McCarthy. And it's a ready-made team. I mean, this is a team that was 1 game shy of the 1 seed in the NFC last year, and then wound up being a 5 seed and got one and done in Los Angeles. So there's lots of expectation here. JJ McCarthy meeting with the media in his first mandatory mini camp as the starter.
The thing I learned about myself is, just the weight that I hold every single day, and just showing up, being the same guy every single day, bringing that attitude, effort, and energy. It infects, the whole group. And it's just so amazing to see, Ryan Kelly, Blake Brandel, Brian O'Neill, all these guys step up and, be this one cohesive unit. And, it just really makes me truly excited, just to get back here, fall camp again. But, it's just the biggest thing I learned is that, the things that I can control mean so much more than, I ever even thought. And it's just awesome doing it with a great group of guys.
All right. Every time he opens his mouth, you just leave your... I'm obviously biased, but aren't you impressed? Every time he opens his mouth?
I was very impressed when we met him at the draft, and I'm still rooting for him. I like him a lot.
We are all in on this guy, man.
I asked about how he's improved with his throwing. Here was his answer.
You think that you've grown the most from when you got here last year, just as a pure thrower of the football, to where you are right now?
Pure thrower of the football, I believe I've grown the most on just the different level of trajectories of throws. At Michigan, I was kind of a one-speed pitch kind of guy, had a couple deeper balls with level 3 throws and stuff like that, but just working on that 2-ball and, different paces to the pitches and, ball location and all that, because at the end of the day, we want as much yak and rack as possible. So.
I love it because, guys, when I was at Michigan, I was just a pure speaker of the language. And then after I left Michigan, I learned different inflections, different ways of phrasing things. And pardon me for saying, look at me now.
Look at you. Look at us.
What is a pure thrower of the football? What does that mean?
I told you
what's an impure thrower? Because if Phillip Rivers is an impure thrower of the football.
Yes, Phillip Rivers.
What? This might get him to the Hall of Fame.
Tim Tebow, impure thrower of the football.
I don't know if he's going to the Hall of Fame.
I told
he's
you.
in the Heisman house, though.
There's no additives or preservatives in his throw. It's just pure.
It's just a pure. He's a
pure throw.
Come on, JJ.
Organic.
JJ. We're all in on JJ. I think that's
Did you like how I compared myself to JJ McCarthy? Catch the Rich Eisen Show live weekdays from 12 to 3 p.m. Eastern on Roku Sports Channel in the U.S.